she roasting me? Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I am really excited because we're going to be talking about The Importance of Being Earnest by none other than Oscar Wilde. Yes, if you haven't read this, I'm gonna give you a really quick review of this play. It is basically a roast. It is a major burn, like burn to the high society of England in the late 19th century. That is it. That's what this play is about. There you have it. That's a review. No, but honestly, let's get into this because it is so brilliantly done. It is just absolutely genius the way that he could go and write a bunch of like hateful comments and like a big essay or whatever. But no, Mr. Oscar Wilde goes in a genius way, writes this play called The Importance of Being Earnest, and manages to just critique, burn, and basically roast, completely roast everyone in the high society at that point in time. I mean, yes, that's what we're here for. It is obviously a really interesting read because of that, but let's talk about the characters a little bit more, right? We follow two main characters who they managed to get the name Earnest, right? They kind of go into this double personality. They call themselves Earnest for a couple of reasons, which is brilliant because we really see how Oscar Wilde is saying, you know what? In this society, everyone puts the front of like, oh, I have a lot of money and oh, look at my high morals. Look at how perfect I am in the eye of society. So if you want to stay there, you really have to have all of these traits. You have to be absolutely perfect, talk a certain way, And this is saying, you know what, that is all basically bull. Because everyone has this sort of double personality. We put out this front to make sure that we stay there, and then no, we all are just as human as everyone else. That is also another take that you can sort of like get from this play. Now, the characters that we follow are, I don't know how else to put it, but they are just stupid. They are ridiculous, they are self-centered, they have no sense of reality whatsoever, and this is exactly what he wants this to be. I do think that this is completely intentional because this is the way that he's critiquing the society. He's saying yes, because exactly this is what people put a front up. They are pretending to be like this. Everything that we stand for, that we value to make people belong to this really restricted group of the elite, let's put it in other words, it's one, stupid and ridiculous, just as the characters that I'm writing on this play, but also completely unreal and not true. So it really puts in question the triviality of the Victorian England at the late 19th century, for sure. This is what this play is about. And for sure, one of the most intriguing characters for me was the mother of Gwendoline, Lady Bracknell, for sure, because I think she really represents this sort of like ideal of the perfection that we're trying to aspire, or all of the morals that we're really trying to encompass when we're talking about the society. And one of the quotes that like really stood up with me was, "Never speak disrespectfully of society. Only people who can get into it do that." Wow, I mean, let's really talk about this. What is she saying with this? It's basically, well, here I am absolutely perfect. Look at my morals, they're absolutely outstanding. I have a lot of money, and you know what? If you're talking bad about me, or if you're talking bad about what I stand for, what I represent, it's not because I am wrong. It is because you are basically jealous, and more importantly, you are lesser than I am, just because you're questioning the way that I'm living. Right? Pretty mind-blowing. And it's not just that, but also we're following these characters who do absolutely nothing, who contribute nothing into society. They just have a lot of money and they do whatever they want. They are living in self-indulgence. That's why they are probably really self-centered. And again, the whole play is a ridiculous form of expressing this, but it's just absolutely funny, absolutely hilarious, witty. You understand that when these two men they fall in love, each of them, with a girl. Obviously we have that relationship as well of how marriage is just another transaction. It doesn't matter, do you love her, do you don't, it doesn't matter. They basically just met each other, they just look at each other, they're like, yes, this person is perfect to keep up my charade. When they decide to get married. And this Lady Blackwood again, or Lady Black, no, whoops. Again, Wendeley's mother comes in and says like, oh no, I have a list of requisites that you need to fill before I even consider you to marry my daughter. And all of these are just shallow, all of these are just stupid. She doesn't care about who you are as a person, what your intentions are. Oh no, if you have a good bloodline, if you have money, then you're in. That's it. She doesn't care about anything else. So we really have to see how brilliantly done this play is. If you haven't read it, you really need to go ahead and give it a read. Hopefully I've convinced you. It is really short. This is a couple of his works, but it's about 70-80 pages long, and you will be laughing out loud. Another thing that struck me was the way that the two girls, they meet each other, and obviously there's this confusion about, oh, I'm gonna be getting married with Ernest, and the other girl is like, wait, what? No, I am getting married with Ernest, without knowing that they are marrying. Neither of them is marrying Ernest, because they both decided to go with this charade of saying that they're called that. And even the woman say like, you know what, if your name is not Ernest, I wouldn't marry you, because for me the perfect guy is someone called Ernest. How stupid is that? That is exactly what Wilde intended with this as well. And then we also see the relationship between the two of them, how they made each other, and they're like, you know what, we're gonna be great friends, best friends forever. And then when all of this goes down, the way that they fight is by making the other one feel ridiculous and making the other one feel like they are below them, and then they don't require all of these things to become part of the high society. That's how you make someone feel lesser. I mean, I can go on and on with this, and also I could go and pull this thing apart completely, go quote by quote, and just analyze everything, and you can really see how he's just roasting everyone in the most brilliant, sarcastic way ever. It reminds me a little bit of William Shakespeare, in the way that he also just goes around sarcastically, brilliantly, and in a way that you don't know, like you have to stand there. Like if someone would say something like this to you, you would be like, is he roasting me? Because it's just so witty. Anyways, I do urge you to go ahead and read it. This was not really like a huge review or anything like that. It was just a little discussion of my thoughts, some of them, because again, I could really go quote by quote and really analyze the whole thing, and it would take me forever to do that. But this is just like a small discussion to like get started talking about it. I would love to see what you think about it in the comment down below. So please let me know if you read this, what are your thoughts on it? And if you haven't, if you now want to read it, because I think you totally should. He's just have the most amazing and brilliant way to talking about and to letting out his feelings, and the way that he sees the world around him, criticizing it, but making it fun at the same time, like not trying to go with the torches and all of the hatred. Like he's really saying it in this funny way, but also jokingly about it, but at the same time, I mean, what a roast, like what a barn is this play, right? Anyways, please subscribe to my channel. I would love to still keep on making these sort of review slash discussion sort of videos, so please make sure that you subscribe and you give it a thumbs up, and do let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Bye.